Welcome to Your Known Unknown, where Source and I will help to shed light on what's unknown for you. This is going to be a reading for sign of Capricorn. Anywhere in your chart, if this reading found you, it is meant for you. For you, from you, by you. This is going to be for the Aquarius new moon coming up on the 29th of January and the allotted time frames around that. Kind of more of a direct message for you. So we're going to pull some cards, pull some tarot. I'm going to pull a blind spot card for you, an oracle card at the end, something to send us off with, something to focus on. And I guess let's get to it. Let's into it, and let's pull some cards for you, Capricorn. Happy birthday season to you, Capricorns. I myself am a Capricorn. This should be a pretty intuitive message for us. And regardless, I have so much Capricorn in my star chart that doesn't really matter where your placement's at. We're going to get deep. All right. Angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, universe, source, divine, creator, higher self that you are and all that I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please let me take this message perfectly, appropriately, effectively, efficiently to the sign of Capricorn on this new moon, January 29th for the sign of Aquarius. Let me see what we need to see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have first card up. Six of Cups reversed. I'm hearing you're not going to be taking any crap. This new moon in Aquarius is to open up to new possibilities of self, experiences, things that you're creating, maybe new personal freedom experience, so to say. Whatever you want to create, to try something new. This is the first new moon of the year. It is in the sign of Aquarius, and it is stepping into the age of Aquarius. There's no coincidence about that. It is, maybe depending on who you are, there's a coincidence about it. Let's see. 8 of Swords as well. And the High Priestess popping out. Just wanting to say hello. Do you want to use all of those here, Spirit? Capricorns. I did that Earth sign reading. And for the new year, for 2025. And Spirit just said, just go simple. Use one deck. And then tarot. No oracles. No beating around the bush. Cappy don't like that. And a bunch of cards fell out for 2025. So lots of opportunity. I think I quoted myself on this. You're going to have so many options. You're not going to know what to do with. But the thing about it is that you're not going to do the wrong thing. No matter what you do, it's not the wrong choice. So right now you have the High Priestess, you have 8 of Swords, 6 of Cups reversed, you have Queen of Cups, we have 9 of Cups, and we have 4 of Cups. Okay, man. A lot of cups. Cups. Just keep hearing roses, roses, roses. You're not going to be taking crap, but how you're doing that is by doing you. All right, Capricorn? You are a passionate achiever. If something's not what you want, you're not going to allow it in your reality as stoically, kindly as you can, as you're allowed to in whatever situation. So you're taking a step back, not from what you're trying to achieve, but from the outside population, so to say. You're doing this again. One thing that really stuck out to me in some messages that Spirit had put into my perceptual awareness are saying that the things that took you like a really long time to learn how to do and to master will not take you that long anymore. And you're kind of seeing it, you're sensing it, but coming up into this energy, what we're stepping into, what the next step is seeing that, knowing that, and being like, oh, snap. It's easier now. It's not that you could have done this all along. You couldn't because you didn't, and you haven't because you're here. And that's perfect. That's exactly the way it is. But you are understanding who, what, where your footing is, Mr. or Mrs. Goat, and where that lays on the boulders ahead of you up the mountain to achievement, right? To accomplishment, to at least starting whatever you are wanting to start. Excuse me. It's confirmation. It's intuition. It's fulfillment. You'll be tapping more into yourself. Forms of meditation, forms of clearing your mind that allow you to flow. Okay? The cards here say very aligned being. I've spent upwards of 4 or 5 years aligning, breaking, shedding. See, the thing about this 2025 is that you don't care about it anymore. It doesn't hurt you the same way it has. Yes, it still hurts you just as deep, but you're quicker at processing. You're quicker at recalibrating. You're quicker at holding your own and believing in what you really hold true to your heart, what you believed in. You broke, and now you have worked into these virtues of Capricorn integrity, Capricorn love, Capricorn charity, Capricorn accomplishment and success, Capricorn discipline. Hell yeah. Capricorn will, that's a little tricky depending on your moon sign. That can be a little tricky. If you're more watery in your moon sign, this will be a little bit of an emotion. You know, you're used to the emotions. You're used to the depths of the emotions. And that's a little rough for a Capricorn to stay level and grounded with, but it makes you more passionate, you know? Don't let people tell you how you're feeling. Also, I'm hearing. You're you. This 6 of Cups is reversed. This is you not taking shit. No pardon of my French. This is you not taking no scuff from nobody. Because you have focus finally. Something happened. It ignited some kind of spark in you. And what I'm seeing is a lot of self coming forward with the High Priestess, with this Queen of Cups, kind of with this 8 of Swords too a little bit, with this 4 of Cups. I'm seeing that something lit a fire and your mind decided to cut it out. 8 of Swords. Decided to cut it right out. You decided to go back to what was working. You're deciding to go back to what was working, not decided. Sorry. Not sorry. Right? All right, anyways. This is great. This is healing. This is real work right here. Real work. And you're listening into your body. Finally, you're listening into your feelings. The planets have shifted and you can hear, sense. You can clear your senses. All right? You're being sensuous with yourself. Yes. Sensuous with yourself. Show me what we need to see. How are we stepping into this? What are we doing here? These are great cards for what's coming in. Just stick to what's working. Stick to what has worked. Yeah. This is is this the Temperance card? Oh, come on. Every card that's awesome is saying hello real quick. The Star. There's another one I forgot. Yeah. Oh, Judgment. Stick to what works. It will pay off. All right. So the 29th, really, this new moon is gifting you the level that you've been looking for. I want to say that what you've been looking for, but I'm not going to guarantee you material of nothing. I can guarantee you that it's showing you the truth of the lessons that you've undergone and are undergoing still currently. If something's tough, if you're cutting something out of your habits, your diet, your routines, if you're trying to implement something, whatever it is that's changing about you, that is a little rough and tough, a little I don't want to yet, that kind of feeling. I don't want to yet. Capricorn, I know you. Then try again. You've made big leaps in all these other departments. There's some that are still straggling, and they are the toughest, aren't they? They weren't always the toughest because they weren't always in the forefront of your mind. They weren't always the next step into your constant progress up the mountain, right, Capricorn? But now these things are being presented to you, and it really is a good time to make a choice. No, you don't have to, but why wouldn't we? You know, I've been saying we don't have to for a while, and it's procrastinated, and it has pushed on and prolonged. It's held on, it's latched on, it's leeched on. Nah, we don't want that anymore. We're being judged by self. We're being judged by high self. My ear just dropped in a vacuum right there. So, when you're being judged by high self, by the highest that you are in this dimensional reality and experiential existence, existential experience, you have choices to make, and these choices are, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, though? You know, Capricorn, out of all the things you're going to do, what are you going to do? It's all in context. So make a realistic context, because you're a pretty practical sign. And this new moon is offering a pretty practical opportunity. Especially out of all you've been through, you have every bit of love and light backing you up right now. You know something that people don't know. You feel something people don't feel. You are, you're aware of something that not many people are aware of. And it's so immense that explaining it is everything short of verbal. Is that even the right saying for it? Is that the right saying for it? No, that's not the right saying. You can't explain it. You cannot explain it, but you will. The only reason why I say can't is because you just don't know how to right now. And that's okay. So keep living, keep moving, keep grooving, keep tuning in, keep resonating, and be sound, Capricorn. Ground yourself. Ground yourself into Mother Earth. Please. It is so good for you. You have no idea. If you're a Capricorn sun, your soul just wants Capricorn rules, right? Your morals line up, your values, your principles, whatever you want to call them. Your code of honor that you live by. Be respectful, walk in line, stay in your own line, not walk in line, not with them. You do your own thing. But you walk in line. You move about. That's right, Capricorn. This is a very comfortable feeling. Not saying it's easy, but saying like it's comfortable. You're used to these energies. In fact, it's going to level up these energies, whatever you're doing. Or you can just keep doing what you're doing and not really push yourself, and the same old crap will happen. You'll get your repercussions. Karma does go both ways. Knight of Swords. Now that I said that, you're probably going to be like, oh shit, light a fire under your ass and get going, all right? Don't think too much, but get going. What? Knight of Swords. Yeah. He has a strong sense of himself and his mission. He may be quirky and entertaining with an offbeat sense of humor, and he may, or she, may even dress in a distinctive way. Incisive, forthright, and intelligent, he or she makes a strong advocate and is prepared to fight for their beliefs. That's what I'm talking about. What's your belief? I'm feeling that if you're in connection with this reading, you've had to make a pretty drastic life cycle break quickly. See, again, what took you a whole year to understand in 2024, this new moon is really kicking you on the booty about how quickly this year is happening for you. You're not taking no time. You're not wasting no time. You're not shooting the shit. You're here to make bank. You're here to capitalize. You're here to cultivate. You're here to be passionate. You're here to experience and feel and romance. But you got to focus really on one thing at a time. You ain't settling for nothing. Nothing. That's bold. That's bold, Capricorn. It's like the camel finally got its back broken and you figured it out. I'm also saying it's not what you thought because, you're not so innocent anymore. But you actually are. You've reborn. And, children are the kindest thing in the world. Well, I mean, some are little devils, but Kids are, magical. They're young. They're free-spirited. And after being reborn, you are too. Your awareness, your I, your connective counterpart to you is still just a teenager. Smart one. Very smart one at that. A very capable, right, Capricorn? Very capable person. Look up Capricorn in the dictionary. It says reliable next to it. It says, well, shouldn't say that. Anyways. We don't lie. We don't lie. We just know what's appropriate. We're righteous. And that's not tooting your own horn, Capricorn. Not at all. These are morals and virtues that you have integrated into your soul. You have karma-phobically somehow aligned yourself with your higher self, integrated yourself, and are now working with what I guess we'll just refer to as your higher self. Okay? If you want some validation towards what you're doing. If you actually have a comprehensionable and or tangible relationship with your higher self, which you might, if this resonates with you, you might have some kind of trick up your sleeve, or 2 or 3 or 7 or 9, whatever. And that's been integrated extremely well, naturally. Like now it's like a second nature to you. But karma-phobically, you like aligned yourself into this and it didn't feel right. But you do what you gotta do because you ain't gonna quit. You ever seen a goat quit? I've only seen goats die before. I mean, that's a little morbid, but that's true. I live on a farm. And yeah, that's it. That's the only thing that takes us out is death. We don't get broken no more. Anyways. This is extremely fulfilling. But like not lifelong fulfilling. Like I'm excited for this. This is connective. Keep implementing whatever practices you have. Capricorn, I would recommend a lot of things. A lot of things that just work your body. Okay? They don't even have to work your body. Just understand your body to start. You will inherently want to take care of your body after that. After long enough, your awareness will start to shove the thought of, oh man, I should do some more with myself. And then do it, no matter what. I know you like to get comfortable, but don't. Once you get comfortable, you find the achievement in that, I know. And you just don't not be comfortable for a very long time. And it will wear and tear. So whether you're healing from massive amounts of trauma or whether you're just lazy or if you just have no purpose, that's another thing, Capricorn. You have to have a purpose. You have to have something to do. You thrive. You fuel yourself off of having purpose. So use this new moon energy to help enhance your purpose for yourself. Not for anyone else. This is self to self. That's where the real power is self to self. Fill up your own cup so it can overflow into everything around you, right? That's how you water the grass underneath you And that's how you water with words. And that's how you control your emotions. Once you master your mind-body connection, holy shit, Capricorn, you literally are, by zodiac definition, the master manifester. And this is no joke. This comes inherently to you. This comes naturally to you. You have evolved. You have been born as an old soul and use this new moon really, really to kick its ass, because both you and Aquarius have nice Big Daddy Saturn as your head ruler of karma, and every lesson that you've learned, every responsibility that you wear on your shoulders up that goddamn mountain, you know, the things that broke you, that broke your back, that made you stronger because you didn't quit. So because you didn't quit, you're starting something new finally. You're starting this new path, and that might seem a little bit scary. I get it. I really get it. But it doesn't have to be, because you don't have to think big about it and freak yourself out. Really, you walk up that mountain one little step at a time. I've never seen a goat run. All right? Let me just put it that way. I've never seen a goat run, full on sprint. Nope. Maybe they do, but I've never seen one. I've seen them trot, never run. So, don't make a big deal out of it. Really. Don't psych yourself out. Keep yourself grounded, however you do that. Don't sabotage yourself. Don't abuse yourself. Don't gamble with yourself, your health, your well-being, your mental clarity, your sanity. Don't go off the deep end. You know, if you are fueled by things like addictions, you do what you got to do to get healthy. You know, we're not here judging, we're here helping and supporting. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Are these black? Step ups? Yeah. Where are we going to need to step it up to get into this? So, how we're getting into all this fulfillment, we are doing the right thing. We are walking the righteous path of ourselves and morals, okay? It's not that everybody, like, your beliefs are all that matter. It doesn't matter if you grew up religious or what they're preaching to you or what your friends or family think that you have this weird thing. If you believe something is for you and you are doing it in your way, in your name, all right? Name is just a fun word in the Bible for in his way, in his word, in his path. Walk the way that the divine does. You are a vehicle, a Merkaba. Your body is a light vehicle, a divine instrument to be played for and experienced by these beautiful directions and navigations and synchronicities and problems and lessons, of course, from your ancestors, especially your angels, guides, spirits, and of course, spirit source, the divine, the universe, all quantum and unquantum matter, right? Experiencing this beautiful unveiled world. We have the veil, they have this unveiled world where they're just letting us try to win and experience and ascend more and grow more, and working with aliens and consciousness and all this Jim or whatever, right? So that was a little rant, sorry. So you want to do right by you. If you're not doing right by you, you're going to be down on yourself, and you will procure heavier karma, heavy karma. I don't want to say bad karma. That doesn't work like that. Heavy karma. Okay? You don't want to be wearing that. These emotions in all these cups will be heavy. We want, if it's going to be heavy, we want to wear it for a short amount. We want to control how and where we're wearing it, right? Like when we're at work, it's really hard to stay grounded. I get it. It's really risky of a day, especially if you're just still healing from like severe traumas and stuff, and like from disassociation and all these other problems. You're just trying to relate to the world around you in a fast-paced environment. It's hard to stay grounded. I get it. But that doesn't mean that you have to toss up your mornings or evenings just because of what? Distractions? Because you're lazy? Because you have other things to do? No, you really don't. If you're not working, you should either be working on your things, cleaning, hobbies, whatever makes you happy, but food, that's good. Throw meditation in there. If you have ample water, throw a shower in there every day and put some intention behind it. Before I get in this shower, I just want this water to cleanse all negative emotions stuck to me throughout the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take your damn shower. Don't even have to think about it. I swear, you feel so much better afterwards than you did any other night without an intention. Every time I eat my food, I pray over it. I say my thank yous from The Secret. I always wave my hand over it and I give it this big long prayer. No matter if I'm cooking for myself or 1,000 people, every dish, I put Reiki into it. I put Chokure into it. I put prayer and love into it and little dashes of magic, baby, right? And I swear to the divine that my food tastes so much better than if I did not pray over it. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if I'm having a cheat snack and it's like a peanut butter and jelly or something like that. I don't care if it's dessert. I try my best always praying to it because it tastes better. I also ask it to like align me to my highest self. I ask for it to nourish me, vitalize me, give me that which I need. And I've noticed that just by doing that alone, a lot of things have really helped out in my body. It's really amplified a lot of vitality. Why I'm going on this rant is because I'm proving to you how walking a righteous path is worth it for this 29th new moon, okay? It's extremely important because you don't want to have to be picking up slack later in the decade, okay? You want to set yourself up for success. That's why I'm pushing all this stuff so hard right now. It's right here. This is such a very stable and secure spread. It's very leveled. Like, it ain't moving. This is right here. Anyways, with this Knight of Swords, you are directionally going towards your goal, your focus. No matter what the fears are in front of you, you're kind of just like, is that a fear? Wow, that must be where I need to go then. That's what you're doing. What choices are you making? I guarantee you're just like me. You're doing the things that you don't want to do because you know they're the things you need to do. These choices you're making, these actions you're taking, are the biggest fears and leaps and hurdles that you've had to endure ever. They were your life fears, and like you've had to repetitively experience them so long that now you're finally making a new choice. You're going about it a different way, and you're just like, get out the way, chopping block, cut the cord. I don't care. I'm done with this. You playing games. You can't figure it out. You're not as aware as I am. I'm sorry. I'm not your goddamn teacher. I'm a Capricorn. I'm here to take it on my own. We're here to move up the mountain. And if no one wants to come or have faith or trust you the way that you deserve it, you're not putting up with it. If something isn't returning energy back to you in the way that you deserve because you've earned the way you feel, you're not putting up with it. That's okay. And you're being nice with it. You're being as intuitively driven about it as you've ever been. So congratulations, Capricorn. This new energy coming in with this moon is going to be phenomenal, if you so choose. These are just the energies laid out for you. You have to accept them. And if you do accept them, you just go, I accept these energies. Let's play games. Throw me to the wolves, baby. Let's play ball, you know? Where we need to step it up here for this, okay? What's going to help us step into all of this connection to self? 10 of Wands reverse. Little achievements. Where we need to step it up. A little more patience. Try working less hard. That's where we need to step it up, Capricorn. Once you learn how to slow down, you get so much more time in life. So much more time. And then you get even more time once you learn how to act on your thoughts. And that's what you've got. That's what you're stepping into. That's where you've been. And these doors are opening up, these new opportunities for you to act upon your thoughts. You don't have to work hard. You just have to trust, listen, and look for these opportunities. Don't go seeking for them. Don't push them. Just look for them. You can work on that. That's that's one energy where we need to step up a little bit, is just trusting the process to work for you. You don't have to carry all those wands up the hill yourself. You don't have to do it fast. Yes, the new moon is on the 29th, but that does not mean that the energies reside then. The energies are anytime you want, by the way. Anytime you want. Anytime you choose. Seven of Wands. So here's more of this fire energy. Wands, wands. Wands, wands, wands. We have a lot of swords. We have a lot of cups. Air and water. Now, and where we need to step it up is this fire energy. Okay? The Seven of Wands is saying, be the one that stands out. Try to be the one that stands out. I think you know what it is all you want to do. Okay? And yes, you can do anything. No, you cannot do everything. But there are more hours in a day than you think. And on a macro level, you can't do everything. And on a more micro level, you still can't do everything. But you can get a lot of shit done. What's that saying? People overestimate what they can accomplish in a day, but underestimate what all they can accomplish in a year. It's very true. So you learn to slow down. You're learning how to, well, not learning. You're needing to step it up with standing out for yourself, standing out of yourself also. Push your barriers. Be uncomfortable. Go try something new. Go be in the public eye. You have a light to show. You have a bright light to show. And you might be really timid. So granted, you have this big old bright light, but it's being hindered and blurred by everybody else by this veil of fear. Yeah, fear. That's holding your flame back. All right? That's holding back your accomplishments. But I mean, kind of. it has held back your accomplishments. I think that you are, just by doing everything else I was talking about, you're kind of really just negating the fact of these fears holding you back, because you're kind of like, fuck it. I don't really have anything else to be afraid of. You know, what's the most thing that I have to be afraid of? People? People don't scare you. People don't scare you at all. You have nothing to be afraid of. You have nothing to defend. You have nothing to bet. You know, you have nothing to argue with people, compare with people. Nah, you just do you. You be you. You are you. For you, by you, from you. All of you. How many yous can we throw in there? You know? I see you, Capricorn. But where we're stepping it up with this, we want to step up. We want to shine the light in the directions we want to go. Brightly, boldly, and unforgivingly. Faithfully and gratefully. 3 of Wands. 3 fire signs on where we need to step it up. So, elemental fire is going to be big. That could really just help you in general, doing some fire magic, some candle magic intentions. Things that I do often and have done often. Every time I light a candle, I pray. Proof. That's one. I have another candle. I got one behind me there. I got a fireplace downstairs. I also have another heater right here that's flame open. And I usually light candles pretty often everywhere else. Why? Because I love candle magic and I use fire. Not a whole lot lately. Maybe that's why it's saying this. But things that you can do. Just take a little tea light candle. Put it in a nice thing that you respect. I respect this little container that this thing's sitting in. All right? I like it. It's not garbage. Even if it's not something, if you don't have anything nice that you respect, it can be anything. It doesn't even have to be anything. Just get a tea light candle. Who cares? Anyways, look at that candle. You can do whatever calls to you to decorate it. I use... I forgot the sacred name for it, but I use this nice little knife. Sometimes I chisel sigils into them. I write words, acronyms, designs, shapes, anything that's not going to really like screw up the ritual. So I don't wrap it in like twine and stuff that can frill all over and light on fire and stuff. I don't do stupid stuff to it. I think the dumbest thing I've ever done is put salt on some like open flame and went like all over inside the house, you know. Anyways, it could be pillar candles, whatever. It could be an open flame or fire. It can be a stovetop if you can't do any of it. It doesn't matter. Nonetheless, with candle magic, just the intention alone of what you want is enough. I like to hold on. Like if I can prepare, I will light a I will make a candle and I'll hang on to it for like a week, a handful of days, whatever. And like every night I give it attention and I just say what I want it to be. And that really puts a lot of intention and focus on it. You can buy particular colored candles that are pertaining towards whatever you think you need to work on. Throat chakra, root chakra, sacral, solar plex, heart, third eye crown. It doesn't matter. All of the above. I have various candles for every chakra I need reattuned. I use different candles depending on what tarot readings I'm doing, what time of year it is, what I need. You know, I just let spirit tell me what I need, and usually it's right. And it's pretty damn funny for us to play games with ourselves. So that's just candle magic. If you don't have candles and you can't do that, stovetop works too. Get a piece of paper, write out what you want to call in, maybe hold on to it for a few days just to set intention into it. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. Just hold on to it, put it back in your pocket. Who cares for a few days? Go light that on fire, please safely. Put it in something that you can like contain a flame with, or char it. Do it outside if you would rather. You don't even have to light anything on fire. That's not what we're saying. The cards are also saying passion, passion, passion. Do what lights your fire. That's it. This wand magic is straight fire. Straight fire. And we need to step it up in some of that flame. We need to step it up in some of that ignition. All right? That's it. That's what's going to help us get all of this done. We have this Knight of Swords energy that is just, bam, cutting through the muck, getting it going. But you don't want to be left behind by yourself. You know? That in a lot of different contexts. You don't want to be left behind by yourself, like alone. You don't want to be left alone you don't want to be left behind by yourself, like you're the one leaving you behind because you're slacking, you know. And you don't want to be left behind by yourself while your highest alignment is navigating down this path, but you just jump timelines because you made a stupid fucking choice and you go and do this over here. Or you react a certain way and you like blah 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 and then you fucking go down this other road. No. We can't allow that. We have put too much on the line to get to where we're at right now. We're not going to risk it for something that's petty or surface level, superficial, mundane. You know? I feel like a lot of you have just experienced something extremely magical lately, and you just had to like watch it be like, what the fuck? And then you've just made this choice to break a cycle, and Spirit is rewarding you with more doors that you haven't quite experienced before, because you're spiraling out. You're not cycling through. And you broke a huge, huge cycle. That's just what I think. So if you want to use magic to get some of this kicked into high gear, candle magic, fire magic, sun magic, pranayama would be very good as well. Particular breathing techniques with the Vishnu mudra, where you plug both nostrils, one nostril and another. What you're doing is you're starting with your thumb represented with the sun element, plugging your right nostril, which is your masculine dominant fire side. Okay, that is Pingala. All right, your left side is more intuitive moon. It's Ida, Pingala. You have Pingala, Ida. And when you're doing this mudra, like this is all just like Ayurvedic and Kundalini-esque belief systems, but on a quantum level, it really works on this energetic level. So what you're doing with this is you're actually activating sun energy, fire energy by doing these breathings, and then you can go right into breath of fire. You don't even have to do fire magic. You can do breath of fire. I'm seeing that you could get along well off too with maybe some more more air energy. I don't want to say swords because that's mind, but I'm saying air energy as well. You're kind of drowning here in emotion, but it's intuitive. That's the only way to do it. So bear with us, bear with yourself a little bit. The only way to get to where you're going is through emotions. You don't have to drown in them. You know, you can control them if you can control them in situations, but hey, you're releasing trauma. You might just cry sometimes and not know why. You know, it's okay. You're having awakenings. Your body's doing weird things. It's releasing things, feelings that you might not be aware of what and why and how and where. That's okay. Just trust that your body's doing it for you, because your angels are doing it for you, because you're doing it for you and making the right choices, the right judgments. Okay? Boom. Good reading, guys. Any other ones of these cards here? Okay. If you're still with me here, that's amazing. We're getting up to 49:49 on the clock right now. What is that? Spirit 13:13. Weird. Okay. we're going to pull this oracle card of the blind spot. This is what we need to see. Things, something we're not seeing, or things we're not seeing, something that maybe we are aware of, but we're just really vigilantly choosing not to address it. That could be the dangerous one too. You know, health issues are real, just by the way. You might be young enough to where you haven't experienced any major ones, but you might. Be careful. Anyways, this one's a special deck. Angel spirits, gods, ancestors show us what we need to see. As it just saunters right out of the deck. Oh my gosh. Okay, number 48, sigil. All right. Scarcity, number 48. Capricorn and their scarcity. All right, let's see. If you have drawn this sigil, you are falling into scarcity thinking, and it is causing you to think, speak, and act in ways that do not benefit you or other people. It may cause you to make choices that are not the right ones. We are apt to jump on the first offer we get when we are desperate to sell. We take jobs we hate when we need to pay the bills. If our family was poor, we tend to either hoard our money as to avoid ever being without it when we really need it, or we never save our money for the long run because we feel our money will vanish or be taken away if we don't immediately spend it on something we want. We tend to believe that the perceived value of something is higher and of better quality when we think it is rare or difficult to acquire. We assume that someone is a better catch when they are taken. We also take people who are a bad catch when we assume that there is a scarcity of good catches out there. If we are desperate for... You're a catch, Capricorn. Just remember that. You're the catch. That's it. You're the only catch you ever need. That's what I mean. Like, not like you're the catch, but like you're the catch to you. All right, and that's what's important. That's all that's important is self-love, baby. All right, sorry. I just think that this is funny. If we are desperate for money, we may act totally out of alignment with our integrity and commit a crime in order to get money, or do something stupid, or do something that feels too good that like doesn't satisfy our needs, or do that pattern that's gripping us in the back of our mind because you know one day it's gonna kill you, or something stupid like that. If you've drawn this sigil, look at the things you are thinking and saying and doing when you perceive there to be scarcity. If you have drawn the sigil, do anything you can to move into a perception of abundance instead of scarcity. This could mean move into a mentality of abundance in general in your life. Or it could mean move into an abundance mentality relative to the specific situation at hand. What you think, say, and do, if you know... Oh my God, hang on a second. What you say, think, and do, if you knew that there were plenty of fish in the sea. Oh, what would you? The reality is that your perception of scarcity is making you susceptible to manipulation. That's true. Manipulation from the devil, too. Right, Capricorn? The reason why devil's your card... and that 1313 popped up, Capricorn, is because that's the other side of Big Daddy Saturn. Let's just say, all right? Let's just say Saturn, the god, and then the devil on either one of your shoulders, constantly allowing karma for you to create your own karma, to feel your own feelings, to weigh your own judgments, and to pass up your own responsibilities one way or another. How you pass them, like how you navigate them. Manipulation from the devil, tricks, tests. The less high of a frequency you're riding in, the less will you have against these tests, right? Also, man, right when tests get tough, that's usually when the breakthroughs happen. Just saying. I know it's kind of redundant, but you just need to hear it again, Capricorn. That when it gets hard, that's when you need you the most. You need to start to vibrate high. I don't care how you do it. Comfort yourself and then release it. Meditate. Something like that. Something positive. Don't abuse yourself. Don't have anything at somebody else against somebody else, or whatever. None of that crap. Stay true. It is leading you closer and closer to a mistake, right? It is making you more and more of a match to scarcity and lack of abundance. In order to get closer to your core truth in the current situation, it may help to ask yourself, what would I do in this situation if I had all the money in the world? Yeah, trick yourself to do that. It's true. It's true. That's a good one. Even though this may not be your current reality, it's showing you the choice your heart wants to make. The choice that if you could just figure out how to make it happen is right for you personally. If you have drawn this sigil, you have all kinds of perceptions, beliefs, information, valid feelings, and valid experiences that are telling you that scarcity is the reality. But what you do not see is that even if they are valid, they are not currently an accurate reflection of actual reality. While I was reading that, I was kind of just hearing, you got to spend money to make money, Capricorn. All right? You've learned your lessons. You handle money in your own unique way. We all do. That works well for us. We all have different understandings about money. Just because you don't know or do know X amount of things about money doesn't mean that you have the best practices with it, though. The best relationship with it. Okay? And I mean, for me personally, I've always had an issue with never understanding money, the worth of what, blah, 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 blah. Finally, once I started to become more independent and get my own money and actually have enough to start to be comfortable, I've budgeted enough and figured out what I survive as. So that means that everything else that I've my amount of income is finally surpassing my level of outgoing. Finally in life, right? Haha, pat on the back. Thanks for guiding me, guys, and helping me figure it out. To each their own. Capricorns are really good with money. I wish that rubbed off on me. It didn't rub off on me, but for a lot of you, most of you, probably most of you, you're pretty damn good with money. But also another thing too is more money, more problems, but it's not quite like that. It's you allot more problems. You're allowed more problems that way. You have the opportunity to allow more problems that way, but also you still experience the exact same level of nervous system and emotional stress that a broke person experiences. We all have that same capacity level to experience X amount of emotions, right? Sure, some a little deeper than others, but whatever. That's subjective, That's kind of funny. So yeah, a dude that's worth billions loses millions of dollars might mean the same that a dude that's worth $50,000, loses I don't know, $100. They're both oh shit, I just lost a bunch of money. That kind of thing. So the scarcity mindset is very relative, actually. And it's very adjustable. Yes, if you think of money in the grand scheme of things, it's uncontrollable, the amount of overwhelm that you feel, But if you just think of it on a day-to-day level, how are you doing, Capricorn? Are you doing better? I sure am. I'm doing way better. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I haven't had to spend money the last 5 days, I mean, I have spent money, but I haven't had to, and I've recognized that, and been ooh, So I'm just literally buying for like luxury right now. And my luxury is like some fruit and vegetables, you know, because that stuff's good for me and I love it. What about you? Where's your scarcity mindset lying? How are you controlling that? This is something that we don't see. So obviously, Spirit's telling us we have a scarcity mindset somewhere. And I'm thinking that it's just in your perception of lack of control. What you think you don't have the abilities to obtain. I think that's where it's coming from. Is this correct, Spirit? Yes. So you do, because it's going to be given to you. On the days where you don't see forward progress on your achievements are the days where you focus on self-love and discipline. That's what you need to do. The days where you're like, I don't know how I can get this store off the ground or what I can do today. Like, let's say you have a job, all right? It's controlling your 9 to 5 life. Yes, it eats up a good majority of your fucking time during the week, but you got to do it. All right. You can see how mad I am about mine too. We're stuck doing it, but it pays the bills and we got the routine down and you appreciate them because they give you purpose. You love them. In return, they give you a paycheck. So also in return, you work your ass off and you kill it for them because you're the best Capricorn goat there is, right? So where was I going with that? You have your 9 to 5. What if you're starting your business on the side? You know? And I don't know, I'm just saying you're fully capable. You're fully capable, Capricorn. You don't have to have a scarcity mindset. You might not know what to do on these days. So you're starting your business on the side and like maybe you're in a waiting game. Well, during those waiting games, you go work on your body. You go do some grounding movements. You go take a new class you want to start. Anything. They're not saying so much that you have to pick the right thing on this Aquarius new moon. They're saying you got to pick a thing. Dive into it. You can not like it too. That's fine because then we'll know. Then you've experienced it. How do you get all the needle? How do you find the needle in the haystack? You got to go and get rid of all the hay first. You know? That's how. Your scarcity mindset could be subconscious. That's another really tricky thing. So you have to adamantly give yourself things like affirmations or do tapping. So EFT or TFT. If you're interested in any of those techniques or trainings, you can reach out in the comments. Let me know. I'd be happy to communicate with you, set up some kind of platform where we can chat and I can take you through some EFT exercises. Anytime. I have my certificates for practicing. Same thing with moving energy through Kundalini. Same thing with guided meditations. If you want a personal tarot reading, I'm always available for that. If you just want any wisdoms, practical guidances, I'm always available for that. Please and thank you. Always. You don't have to have a scarcity mindset. But if it is subconscious and you feel like you're doing really good, this is your note right now from Spirit saying be wary because this is something that could be unseen because it is. That's why I use this deck. So I would recommend jump starting where the energy is stagnant, which seems to be in your abundance mindset somewhere in your programming, and reprogram new programming for yourself somehow, some way. Sleep hypnosis, yoga nidra, different affirmations, mindfulness practices, anything. Joe Dispenza, big money abundance talks. You could listen to Reality Revolution on YouTube. Brian Scott is phenomenal. I love how he communicates. Same thing with Teal Swan. Same thing, like I said, Joe Dispenza. You could listen to so many things. that are about scarcity mindset and changing that for you. Whatever aligns to you, whatever calls to you. Don't be the one that shuts down your own opportunities just by saying no to something that you don't feel like it. Well, get off your ass and climb up that mountain. Because a lot of us are doing the conscious and ascension work, and we got to pull a lot of y'all lower sheep up the mountains with us consciously and spiritually. We're doing the work, you know? Anyways, thanks for sitting with me through this whole reading, Capricorn. I love you so much. This reading is, and the energies are all here for you if you so choose to accept, as I said. I hope this resonates with you well. If it does, do the do, you know. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. We're going to have fun with this. And the readings will get better and better just for you. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to disconnect with these energies and help you integrate with whatever energies you want to accept. You can join me on a deep breath if you would. Hold at the top of the deep breath and then nice slow exhale. If you don't want to, no problem at all. I'm going to send some good distance Reiki healing energies to you as I exhale out of love and kindness and well-being for the future and what these energies can hold for us. Capricorn, happy new moon coming up. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it. All right. One big deep breath in, please, Spirit. Beautiful. We are complete. Thank you for receiving me and all that I am. And happy new moon in Aquarius, Capricorn. Until next time, much love.